Alright guys, back here again with my next video in the Shadowrun Super Nintendo series. Did a lot of off-screen grinding. I'm going to show you where I was doing my grinding to get an idea for it. I tried a lot of different places. I'm always trying to figure out where is a decent place to grind. I don't mind grinding, but I want to be grinding in the best places possible. So I'll show you what I did, and took a little bit of notes. So about 8 minutes for a grinding tour. So just leave the hotel. Ignore these guys because they're not really worth my time. Head on down here. Ignore this guy, he's not really worth my time. Because I want money just as much as I want karma. So these guys up here do a lot of damage, but die pretty quick. Orcs are sort of the opposite, where they don't do a lot of damage, but they can take a lot of hits. And then, to me, this is the most optimized place. If anybody has a better place, let me know. But I should say at this point of the game, so I have 10 body and 6 firearms. I've got the shotgun, I got the mesh jacket. I'll spend about 8 minutes grinding here. I'll walk in here, nobody's there. Step outside, kill this guy. Kill that guy who can't actually shoot back, which is great. Kill that guy. Obviously that's pretty good for the karma. The mages drop 10 or 20 new yen. The orc and the guy in the cargo container will drop between 40 to 60 new yen. Maybe sometimes as low as 30. See, these orcs aren't doing that much damage to me. They drop pretty decent new yen, 60 new yen off of that one. Alright, these mages throw power balls. And then they seem to have a ton of armor. They have, I think they have 3 points of armor. But they drop usually better money than that, but... Alright, and then this guy he dies quickly but doesn't drop a lot of money. I'm gonna do it just a little bit longer, probably won't spend the whole time, but basically just keep doing this little loop here until you only have about 20 hit points left or so. And it took me about 8 minutes before I ran out of hit points. I'd make over 1,000 new yen in those 8 minutes. And in terms of karma, I think it was about 7 points of karma in 8 minutes. So a little bit less than 1 point of karma per minute. One of the things I've been doing with my channel is I don't want to advance the storyline unless I'm recording, but often my household's just too noisy to be doing any recording. During the day, got kids, you guys have seen the cats. So anyway, sometimes I go and just kind of play quietly by myself and grind for a little while in between recording sessions. So that's part of it. And there's certain points in the game where if you do a little bit of grinding, you won't really need to grind again that much at least. Yeah, this mage, he's gotta have some pretty crazy armor on. And then I actually just remembered something else, which is that I need to hack into the computer in here. I think I'm gonna do it at full health though. Alright, now this guy, like I said, he can just shoot me from over there. Oh, looks like I can't shoot that guy from here. So sometimes the line of sight isn't very clear. And then the more you play the game, you'll start learning things like if I stand right here and press the R button and press it again, and that's how fast you can pick up the money. Otherwise you have to be like trying to find it. But if I stand right here, boom boom, boom boom. Anyway, I kind of want to show you, there's a mage right here that spawns, drops good money, and has like almost no hit points. It's actually almost bizarre the way he's programmed. Between him and the guy in the container that can't shoot you, but you can shoot him, you know, you're taking less damage and getting more money. So we'll see if we can get the mage on the left to finally spawn. In case it's not clear, like this guy can't shoot me. In case it's not clear, every time you enter a room, that's when it decides what enemies are available on that screen. As a kid, I used to be a little bit more superstitious, so I would say, oh no, it's not, you know, you gotta walk around and oh, here's the mage here, watch out. Look how quickly that one dies, and then drops 30 to 60 million. Anyway, I was more superstitious. It's like, oh, I'm not finding good random encounters. I need to go walk over there more or whatever. And now I'm a lot more practical. Don't really believe in superstitions as much, or I just go, well, when I walk into this room, there is, what is that? There's a mage that can spawn here, a mage that can spawn there, an orc that can spawn here, an orc that can spawn here, and 2 hitmen that can spawn up there. And the game is just rolling dice basically to figure out which ones show up. Same with this. Inside, up to 2 mages can spawn. And then these guys can hurt themselves with their own backsplash, so that's pretty fun. This guy on the right, for whatever reason, has more hit points than the guy on the left. But anyway, pretty decent money. I might have noticed my karma is up to 78 by now. Normally you'd want to actually be spending that karma. Yeah, so see this guy? Just shoot him, he's dead. I'm not sure I get karma for shooting someone when the combat music's not playing though. So it's kind of weird, but whatever. Anyway, normally you'd want to spend your karma, but I have some things that are going to appear soon that I will want to spend karma on. I'm going to go buy the leadership skill soft, and to get it from level 1 to level 5, if my calculations are correct, it'll take 15 karma, because it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. I think I said the wrong thing. Level 6 is what it'll be at, but and then hopefully in the near future I will have access to magic. So I want some karma to get that going right away. and not just have to sit there and grind. And really, somewhere around body 12-ish anyway, you start getting some pretty major diminishing returns on putting karma into your body. And that's because even the strongest healing spell in the game, I think, only heals about 100 hit points or so. So it gives you a larger pool, but you don't need, like, you can't even fill your bar in one go, except for staying at the hotel. Anyway, let's talk about my plan here. We are going to go do 2 side missions with the computers to get a little bit more money. We're going to hire Norbert and Jetboy and go fight the Rust Stilettos. If Jetboy stays alive, which he hopefully does, he'll actually pay for himself by finding extra money in the Rust Stilettos hideout. After you get the Rust Stilettos, you can go hire Kitsune for the first time, and I think that's about when you can get magic. And then your dog totem sends you to go fight a Rat Shaman. So we'll see how much of that we can get done today. And then one of the things too is when you hire Shadowrunners, they have kind of like it's kind of like a timer of how long they stay with you. The issue though is that it's not actually time, it's how many battles you fought. So if you just sit there and grind, your Shadowrunners will eventually leave you and it won't really be worth it. But if you are able to kind of blitz through a bunch of story missions right after you hire a Shadowrunner, you can get quite a bit done without having to save up to go hire them again. Anyway, we're gonna do our first cyber deck. Usage, I did get my computer skill up to 6. And then this is the major, what do you want to say? This is the major, I want to say downgrade from the Genesis version. This is the Matrix, it's just a grid. And you're basically playing Minesweeper, so if I press A, I attack in front of me, my life bar went down because there's no actual ice there. Wait, what? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It's B I'm supposed to do to attack. Okay. They don't typically have, I don't want to put this. There's a path. Okay, so it tells you it's Minesweeper. Like, it tells you, oh, there's two ice nearby, and then you kind of have to make an educated guess of what sort of patterns they'd have. There is a safe path to get through. So if you wanted this to go really easily for you, you could just find the maps online or whatever, or and you can actually just walk around all the ice. But me, I usually just try to guess, you know, assuming there was a path, how would they arrange it? And they don't normally have ice right next to each other, like on a big solid line like that. It's kind of hard to explain. You'll see it more clearly. There's going to be missions where you can see where you hit the CPU and it knocks out like all the ice, and you can see the patterns. This will be a waste of time on this one though, so I don't think I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about this video, unfortunately. And then I got 2,000 new yen. So basically the Matrix is mostly for finding information and getting money, which is kind of how it was in the Genesis version anyway. Although you could also use it to turn off alarms and mess up the security doors and stuff in the Genesis version. Alright, and then we can actually read... That's the data file. Examine. Anti-AI program finally complete. Courier is to deliver it to Pushkin. Cortex bomb will be implanted to protect the data. All other copies destroyed or heads off. So obviously I'm the courier, and there's an anti-AI program in my head. That's what that just told me. Alright, we're gonna head back to the first area of the game, because Glutman had a computer that we can hack into. On the way, I'll show you the backside of this building. This is the Drake building. This is the backside of another graveyard. We'll enter from the other side and we'll fight a Rat Shaman in there. And then this is a gang member. He throws grenades at you, and then if you get up close, instead of throwing grenades, he does a melee attack that's really weak. This gate is closed at the moment. This guy's melee seems to be stronger than the other guys for some reason. Kind of weird. 90 new yen. That's a really good drop. If he had been easier to kill, that would have been worth it. So yeah, this gate is closed for now. The sign of the gate reads Darkblade members only. And so later we'll get that opened up so we can go explore. Since I'm over on this side now, should probably go over and get the cyberware that I wanted to get. So one of the benefits of grinding right there is I can now get the boosted reflexes or wired reflexes, whatever they call it in this game. That's a whole whopping 15,000 new yen. If you don't grind there, I would just skip the wired reflexes and just come back later when you've got enough. Taking a lot of hits. Okay. So when you want your cyberware, you come talk to this secretary. Ask about cyberware. If you don't have that keyword, you can't get in, but you should have gotten it from when you got your thing fixed. Alright, and what do we got here? Skillsoft. 3,000 new yen for leadership skills. They'll make your Shadowrunners stay with you longer and not leave as quickly. If you're not planning on hiring Shadowrunners, which you really don't have to do, don't get it, just skip it. But I like boosted reflexes. I like Norbert. The fact he's a dwarf, I like his sprite. I like he has the automatic gunfire sound effect when he shoots. He's just straight up my favorite Shadowrunner. Alright. So we should be seeing faster rate of fire. I'm gonna put this to the test. Yeah, see? I'm shooting a bit faster now. health is getting pretty low, but I'm gonna head back to the first area of the game. But yeah, especially towards the end of the game, it becomes really difficult to keep your Shadowrunners alive. So one valid strategy is to just buff Jake's stats as much as you can, and then just use your magic to make it doable. Turn yourself invisible, cast freeze on the enemies, use the armor spell, whatever it takes to get through. Alright, now I'm back, and this is the car yards part of town. The only thing left in this area that I even care about is the little kid has slab hatches, and eventually I'm going to need to buy some bottles from the magic shop, and I also need to buy a steak. I'm actually going to buy the steak now, I think, just in case. Which I think I'm going to need about just over 2,000 new yen to hire Norbert and Jetboy. And I'll need money after that to hire Kitsune, but I think we'll be okay. $10 million, blah. The learning the magic spells can wait. Once you have the heal spell, that's kind of the big thing. But we need the stake for one of the story missions, so we're kind of bottlenecked until we have the stake. The bottles I can just come back and buy whenever I've got money again. And honestly, only 3 spells that are really even worth it, in my opinion, are like heal's the most important. Invisibility will get you through most of the game. And then the free spell's pretty nice to have when you're fighting Drake later. I don't think you need the armor spell, you don't need the summon spirit spell. Oh, and I think there's a powerball spell? I don't even remember now. Don't need that. Okay. I got off the right place, so I'm gonna go. Be a great time to rest, recover hit points, save the game, max out my leadership skill. Use karma. So leadership is at 1. Alright, that's it. It's already maxed out. Could probably spend some more points on body, but I'm just gonna hold on to that karma for now. And then, remember, this is the room I first was grinding in at the very beginning of the game. I can now kill these guys basically without taking a hit. Even the enemies down at the docks are going to be easier now that I have my wired reflexes. The rate of fire is significant. I also have better armor, so that guy only did 2 points of damage on me. Would have been 4 points of damage before I had my mesh armor. Alright, anyway. Main reason we're back here is to go to the Glutman computer. I think it's only 1,000 yen, but if it has a data file, that would be, you know, I like having a complete storyline. We otherwise have pretty well no reason to come back to this part of town at all if we've done all the things that we were supposed to do back here. Cyber deck. And it's not like the Shadowrunners back here are worth getting either, so... Nope. So, yeah, it's the exact same layout as the previous one. So, nothing different. Also did a poor job explaining last time, so if I attack an empty square, my health goes down a little bit. If I walk into ice, like, I think this is ice. No? Alright. Trying to walk into ice. Yeah, see, if I walk into ice, my health goes down a lot. If I attack, I do, and it's successful. Okay. I attack an empty square, my health goes down a little bit. I walk into ice, my health goes down more. Okay, so there must be ice here. No? Oh, that number is all 8 adjacent squares, including diagonal. So, let's see. One of these diagonal squares has to have ice. Not that one. Okay. And then if your if your computer skill isn't 6, you might actually fail against the ice more frequently. But I keep succeeding. Yeah. Anyway. It's not super exciting. It's basically like playing Minesweeper, in my opinion. Bad news. No state of your courier. Word on the street is that he got to Matrix Systems just before they were permanently shut down. Drake then sent a hit squad after him. Okay. So, I'm a courier. Matrix Systems came up with the anti-AI program. They're shut down. Everybody there's dead. I have the only existing copy in my brain. To just kind of see where the storyline is going. Oh, there is one more reason to come back to this area, and that is, we need to bring a potion bottle and fill it with clear water here, but that'll be later. I can't think of any other reason that we need to go back to this area, though. Alright. Anyway. We're gonna go hire some runners and go kill the Rust Stilettos. And then we'll finally get to talk to Kitsune, who's the fox girl that helped us when we got shot in the beginning. Actually, not even in the beginning of the game, but in the attract mode of the game, if you want to call it that. The demo. Then we'll hire her, talk to the dog totem, go fight the Rat Shaman. If Kitsune is in your party when you kill the Rat Shaman, she will permanently join your group, which is pretty cool. She's super useful in the middle part of the game, and then she becomes a liability towards the end of the game. And she's the main reason that I would have done a ROM hack. Her main problem is that her strength is just too low, so she can't upgrade her armor. Let's see, let's go ahead and save the game and recover health before we do the Rust Stilettos. So if I were to fix the game up, I would just increase Kitsune's strength up to at least 3 or even 2 would help a lot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get my body up 1 more. Since I have so much karma sitting around at the moment. Kitsune also has only 50 hit points, I think. So upgrade her armor, and I kind of wish you could spend karma on your runners like in the Genesis game where you can improve them. Because Kitsune doesn't scale up with the end of the game. And it's kind of frustrating because it's kind of implied that she's into you, so you defeat the Rat Shaman, she permanently joins your group, but then it actually takes a great amount of skill to keep her alive through the last part of the game. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. And there's my cat. Come to say good morning. So with my charisma and negotiation up, hiring 1,500, and then I think this is Jet Boy. Yeah. Sounds like I need to take care of my cat before we start the mission. Also be able to meow the whole time through. Dip been woken. He just has to come say good morning, doesn't he? You look so weird in the camera. You look like a little baby. But this is a full-grown Devon Rex. There we go. Very important to give your cats attention, I guess. Alright, so I've got my Shadowrunner team. Hopefully my cat leaves me alone. I think oh wait, did I ever buy a slap patch? Yeah, I've got one slap patch, so if things get real dicey. And then, I'm trying to remember. Okay, press select brings up your character's stats. Jet Boy, I have to keep an eye on his stats, because if he dies, then I don't get that 2,000 new yen. Back off, chummer. You're on Rust Stiletto turf. Get off our zone, Dreckhead, or I'll wear your fingers as jewelry. You hard of hearing, you'll be hard of breathing soon. Oh. And best way to deal with grenade throwers is to get up in their face. Alright, those guys are all dead. Jet Boy's already lost 11 hit points. I've never used Jet Boy before. So that's definitely something new for me. Now, he's already down to half health, and we're not even in the hideout yet. So, this is where the game gets a little... And actually, it's kind of interesting. The word tedious keeps coming to my mind as I'm playing this game. The grinding in this game is a lot more tedious than the Genesis one. Other than early in the Genesis one where you're just doing career runs. But once you're doing matrix runs and corporation runs, so notice these guys won't follow me in. Oh, they'll follow me in here, but they won't follow me in the hotel room. So grinding in this game is really tedious, in my opinion. The matrix is just kind of tedious too. Keeping your weak Shadowrunners alive is tedious. So they won't follow you in, but they get the benefit of a long rest, to use the D&D term. I guess some people will like not hire a jet boy till right before the scene where you get money from him. Oh. Guess that makes sense. Why would gang members spawn in the dumpster? Okay. And then this door is locked, so that's where the iron key we got from the Rust Stilettos comes into play. Okay. Stay away from Jet Boy so the grenades only hit me and not him. Oof. And then more people come out. Alright. How's Jet Boy doing? 6 hit points. Oops. And a crowbar, whatever that's for. So this next part is what's going to make me nervous with Jet Boy dying. But let's see. I might even use a slant patch on him. He looks like he's going to die. 100 new yen to make sure I don't lose my investment. Go kill that gang leader. You're dead meat, Armitage. You're dog meat. Drake's gonna fry you. Don't even try running. You can't hide from the Drake. He's gonna rip you apart, Armitage. Whatever. The Decker finds 2,000 yen. Okay. So all you gotta do is kill the leader and you get your money. 7 karma. Nice. Alright. Ugh. Trying to pick up the money. Alright. Oh, there's more money I missed. Okay. Now. There's gotta be a key item back here somewhere, and it wasn't just a crowbar. So what's this item? Password. Drake 0065. Alright, I think that gets us into Drake Tower. So we can kind of fight your way into the bottom floor of Drake Tower now if you want, but you can't go up the elevator. I think that till that password is given to you. Alright. Oh. And Jet Boy lived. I actually don't care if he dies now, but we'll keep him for a while. He basically paid for himself and part of Norbert. A lot of Norbert. I kind of like how there's weird little quirks like that. There's literally no other reason to have Jet Boy in your group. So now that we've got Norbert hired, and Jetboy will at least kind of help out a little bit with the... Back up to 75 karma. Jetboy help a little bit with the DPS. Not much, but a little bit. We're gonna just kind of keep pushing through the story. Alright, and now that we have... Holy Chummer, always room for a true Shadowrunner. You handled that Slotos King mighty fine. It's a bit busier than usual tonight. You want to come in? 15 in. We will wait outside, Jake. Okay, don't think this girl says anything important. I'm your waitress for tonight. Is there anything I can get you? I'd love to chat, but the boss would sack me. Yeah, I don't think she says anything interesting. Hi, what can I get you? How does Cecil do the socializing? I'm really a serve the customers dear, excuse me. Shadowrunners? Yeah. This person does say something useful, but not right away. This is Steelflight, the best decker in the game. Steelflight is my name. If you require a decker, I am sure I can be of service. The Matrix is my home. An elf of my skill does not come cheap. You obviously can't afford me skinflint. Try looking down market. The wastelands may be more your style. So he's 4,000 yen. He actually has, I think, the best defense of any character in the game. And pretty good offense. This is Spatter. I never use this guy. He's not good, and he actually will betray you later. Darling, nice outfit. Very street level. Not like some weirdos we've had in here. Unusual aftershave. Ooh, oodles of entertainment tonight. Kitsune's performing until 12, and I got off at 1. I'll catch her act if you've got the time. She just uses this place as a cover to pick up any good runs on offer. Okay, I think that's gonna be about it. Oh, so you're one of that crowd. Well, it's who you know that counts. You should mingle a little. And there's also Kitsune if you can get her off the stage. So actually just wait till she's right there. And then she'll teleport down and talk to you. You're cute. You don't remember me, do you? Your spirit guide sent me to heal you before the Morgue guys took you away. I got there just in time. Okay, now... She actually knows some interesting stuff, so dog. He will guide you in your destiny. Here, take these enchanted leaves. They'll help you if you're in trouble again. Pretty sure I can get the heal spell now, which is pretty awesome. Let's see here. Drake. Nope. Fools. Nope. Magic Fetish. Looks interesting, but I've never seen anything like it before. Shaman. That's about it. Well, I'm gonna hire her. But yeah, make sure you talk to her about dog. Oh wow, this could be fun. I love how she's like back there, like, did anyone spend time with me? I mean, like, what? I'm not so bad. Oh yeah. And I'm already reminded that her armor is garbage. How do I do this? So you want to keep the leather jacket from early in the game. Examine. Yeah. Okay. So that's the main thing. If I had my way, I'd raise her strength up so she could at least, even strength 2, she could at least wear a mesh jacket like I got right now. But as is, she has 50 hit points, but she has 170 magic, which is pretty awesome. Powerball, heal, invisibility, summon spirit. Alright, and then how does it work? I go like this. Cast spell. Yeah, and then you can tell her to heal people. You just have to keep an eye on her health constantly. Okay. Well, we're going to go talk to the dog spirit because I think I'm going to learn my heal spell, and then should also give me the quest to fight the Rat Shaman. Yeah, dog spirit's down here. Yeah. And my allies are killing the enemies faster than I can pull out my gun. It's pretty awesome. It's like hardly worth the time to go walk over and pick up the 20 new yen, but whatever. I always try to move away from my allies when there's a AoE person around. Okay, and then here... You have done well. Take this spell. It will heal your mortal wounds. I am Huichinkwa, the spirit of the dog. I spell the power burning in your soul. Prove to me that you are truly a friend to the dog, and I shall grant you my guidance. Destroy the Rat Shaman, and then return. You will find the entrance to his lair where souls are at rest. Go now. Do not return till you have vanquished your enemy. Alright, and then since we're in the neighborhood... Ouch. So the timer that your runners are on is the number of battles, so that would have just decreased the timer there. Alright, and there is a sort of optional boss in here, so we're going to go ahead and fight the optional boss. We'll have Kitsune heal all of us. It's somewhat hard to command her to heal during combat, so one strategy would be to have her heal in between battles. Alright, so the whole team is healed up except for me, and I already have the most hit points, so I'm good. Alright. I don't actually remember how hard this battle is. Oh. Okay. I kind of messed that up. So if you actually talk to her, for whatever reason this octopus is pretending to be your ex-girlfriend Sassy, and it just says, come closer, come closer. I didn't realize that she just changed right away when you walked close. Alright, and 2,000 new yen is pretty nice. And a pool of ink. I need a magic potion bottle to pick that up later. Grab that money. This guy's got a lot of armor too. I'll just keep going for now. So, once Jetboy leaves, Norbert's a decent one to keep around. Though he won't really be necessary. And then, Steelflight's pretty expensive, so sometimes I've hired Anders, the other mercenary guy. It's just kind of a, you get what you pay for kind of thing. These schools are harder to target because you can't target them before they pop up all the way. Alright. Alright, so the Rat Shaman is back here. These rats really shouldn't be that hard because, one, their AI isn't that good, and then I've got a full crew helping me out. Oh, I forgot I was gonna get the heal spell. I guess I could do that after this mission. Since it's not gonna be hard anyway. And everybody else is okay. And go ahead and top off. Nah, Kitsune is fine for now. Alright. Pretty sure this is the wrong way, but I'm gonna go this way anyway. These rats are really good for karma. I don't think they respawn ever, though. Alright, still looking pretty good, actually. Things that move fast are sometimes hard to hit. And the Super Nintendo suffers a lot of slowdown. That was a problem with the Super Nintendo. It could not handle lots of sprites on screen at one time. So, yes, the graphics in this game look much more crisp and clean, but the problem is a lot of slowdown. Like the Genesis one, I don't think you'd ever encounter slowdown at all. And does make combat somewhat frustrating and tedious again, where like I can't even move while I'm shooting. Jetboy's almost dead again. He is eventually going to die no matter what I do, but no reason to speed him on his way, I guess. I mean, logically, sure, yeah, let him die, but I have a hard time acting outside the parameters of how I feel like my character should act. Alright. You guys are engaging the Rat Shaman already, so let's see how we're doing health-wise. Yeah, we're doing okay. keep an eye on those guys. Jet Boy's kind of weak. Yeah. He's about to die now. You can actually tell him to move. Oh, woe is me. The Rat Shaman has been defeated. Jake, you are getting good at this. Do you think you are a match for the Jester? Talk. Do you like games, little man? How about one where you guess my name? If you return lacking that simple truth, I'm afraid there are no losers. I'll just vaporize you. Ha ha ha. Run and hide, fleshbag. Time is on your side, but nothing's going to save you. Ha ha ha. Not so fast. You leave me no time to toy with you. Nevertheless, you are wrong. Do not return as foolish as you are. Okay, so I picked up the keyword Jester Spirit. Got 3,000 yen. We did it, we did it. We make a great team, don't you think? I better stick with you now. Someone has to look after you. They say, oh, and that's kind of interesting too. She's important. They say he commands a lot of power. From what I've heard, someone at the Dark Blade knows where he haunts. So Kitsune kind of drops a lot of the story on you. Dark Blade. Ever see how much those vampires hate sunlight? They're very dangerous. I wouldn't trust them. Apparently there's a rat still alive over here. Sex karma. Alright. Well, we're gonna go back to the hotel and rest and recover and save the game. And then there's no reason not to go take care of the Dark Blade storyline. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I don't know why I felt compelled to actually fight those ghouls. Music in this game is so good. We will wait outside, Jake. Okay, use pad. Use karma. Magic, so this is the heal spell. You want to get it maxed out. So that's most efficient. And then I now have a magic attribute, which is the same as body in terms of it'll give me 10 magic points for every 1 point of magic. This one never sees a diminishing return. Because basically every point of this is an extra healing spell you get, so getting it up to 10 right away is going to be huge. I think I'll leave it there for now. That should work just fine. You can see, like I said, that earlier grinding really paid off here. And then I'll go ahead and select heal as my spell. And now from now on, when I press the X button, I can cast spells. There is a delay to it, so you really want to be careful. Sometimes you'll try to cast heal and then it doesn't work and you just like die. Anyway, that's gonna be enough for this video, and when we come back, we'll go ahead and continue on, take out the dark blades and whatever else we can get around to doing. So I'll see you next time.